Greetings, friends. It's me, Wayman, and this is a video going out to Niblet777. Are you dishonest, Wayman29, since Christians do not restrict themselves to the Old Testament? He meant new here. But let's grant you that for this discussion, read Revelation 15:3, also Matthew 13:49. So here, Niblet is saying that, in essence, the search in the video that I did to my colleague across the aisle, Why I'm Not an Atheist, 2 outstanding examples where I inserted justice into the New Testament and said that it could not be found. Yes, the search was misleading because I used the KJV. I typed in justice. Justice was not found. So when I make these types of videos, sometimes I am using the tactics that the apologist is using against them. So as I discussed in the video and previous videos to that particular person, the tactics that he was using was skewed and was not the full truth, so I was simply using the same tactics in a rhetorical fashion back to him. So the video was more or less rhetoric to play on the emotions rather than actually be truthful. So here, being truthful and addressing Niblet 777, he is correct. So here is the Greek word, and it's used 81 times. This word can be righteous and just 41 times. So had I typed in just or righteous, it would in fact come up in the New Testament. But in the KJV English, justice does not. So, say, wait a minute, what about all that? So here we have an issue where the video was definitely geared to be intentionally deceptive in retaliation to a video that was being intentionally deceptive. And yes, it's a huge problem, and it happens all the time, but I think that we should use it as much as we can to make the point about it, and then maybe be able to have the conversation about the truth of the matter. And I have no problem using such tactics of rhetoric and maybe misinformation if the other party uses it against me. And I felt that the video that I was responding to definitely was using dishonest tactics. And same thing, and another example would be the Dr. James White using deceptive tactics and not acknowledging those. So I have no problem acknowledging it. I have no theological system to hold to, and I could look to the greater good and acknowledge that I was wrong and accept the blow of chastisement with honor. And I'm glad that viewers and critics alike are sometimes smart enough to figure it out, what I am doing sometimes in my videos, and in fact calling me on it. And some of the videos are done in a humorous fashion and definitely using propaganda and tactics back at the opponent. And so should we be doing this? Technically, no. We should always look to the higher good and to the truth, but sometimes people have no idea what in fact they are doing until it is done back to them. And a lot of times I will use that to make the point. So, excellent job, and I definitely stand corrected, and I am about intellectual honesty, and I try to be honest when I'm doing a historical video, say. However, when I'm doing a video using rhetoric and propaganda to stir the emotions like my opponents, then definitely I'm going to skew the information as they have for their cause to support their views. So it's all part of the game. That doesn't dismiss anything about being any better than anybody else. It just underlines the facts and that it occurs. So thanks to my viewers, and hang in there, be well, and remember, if everybody's thinking alike, then somebody isn't thinking.